weekend marks the one-year anniversary of a hit-and-run incident that changed a Plymouth family's life forever. Austin Smith was out on a bike ride when he was struck by a vehicle that then fled the scene. Smith suffered injuries that left him paralyzed. And as Delane Cleveland reports, police are now renewing efforts to find the person responsible.
Every day, cars zoom through the intersection of Rockford Road and Vicksburg Lane. But there's one car that drove through this area on September 25th, 2021 that police are desperately trying to find.
Our main goal is to just get to the bottom of what happened that night and talk to everybody involved, which is what we're still continuing to try to do.
Around 8:30 p.m. that night, 19-year-old Austin Smith was riding his bike home with a friend.
He had told me that when they got back, they were going to make dinner. They were going to make turkey spaghetti, and that didn't happen.
A dark vehicle traveling westbound struck Smith in the middle of the intersection and kept going. Police found Smith lying in the middle of the road.
As a result of this accident, he does have a severe traumatic brain injury. He is nonverbal, and he is quadriplegic.
Austin's mother, Pam Mason, spoke to us from Iowa, where Austin is being treated.
I just want some closure. I promised Austin I would never give up trying to find out what happened.
It's been nearly 1 year since the incident happened here at Rockford Road and Vicksburg Lane. The family knows that someone somewhere knows something about what happened that night.
Somebody had to have seen someone driving erratically that night, heading westbound on Rockford Road.
Police are looking for a black Acura TSX made between 2011 and 2014. Investigators say the car likely sustained damage to its bumper and near the driver's side front windshield.
In the year that has gone on since that crash happened, we have not been able to identify a driver of that vehicle.
It's why Plymouth police want to bring attention to this case and help Pam get the closure she needs.
If I had closure, I would just express gratitude for that person finally doing the right thing.
In Plymouth, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
There's still time left in road construction season, and there's a bridge painting project currently underway on the 93rd Avenue or County Road 30 bridge over Elm Creek in Maple Grove. It started earlier this week and is expected to take up to 4 weeks to complete. Traffic will continue in both directions while work is underway, but there could be some lane restrictions at times. Drivers are asked to exercise caution and slow down if you drive through that area. The nonprofit CEAP marked their 50-year anniversary this past week with volunteers doing what they've always done, rolling up their sleeves and getting to work. Volunteers packed produce for the nonprofit's weekly Farm Fresh Fest, which is one of the many ways CEAP delivers more than 1.5 million pounds of food to the community each year. It's a far cry from the 20,000 pounds they shared with the community back in 1972.
What we know about CEAP is that it's always been neighbors helping neighbors and grounded and inspired by the community, and we continue to grow and continue to work with all of our neighbors in various ways.
This week, the nonprofit also dedicated their community room to Byron Lair, former CEAP president. Lair continues to be involved with the nonprofit. The employee of a New Hope bakery received some special awards over the summer. Hannah Kraft has worked at the Cake Box Bakery for the last 2 years, and as Delane Cleveland reports, Hannah has an important message about inclusion.
I really want all of the dishes to be washed and with soap on it.
2 days a week,
It always helps me to be calm.
you'll find Hannah Kraft in the kitchen of New Hope's Cake Box Bakery, doing her part to help this place run smoothly.
I do everything here. I do wash dishes. I taste test some baked products.
I'm just putting a edging on it.
If you talk to the owner of Cake Box,
Very happy person to have around.
And I got cake on my hands.
she'll tell you that Hannah brings a sense of passion and enthusiasm to the workplace.
She loves her job and we love having her around, so it works both ways.
It's only fitting that a business built around cake decorating would also have a decorated athlete working among them.
I just feel humbled having her work here.
You see, Hannah was part of the Minnesota contingent that competed in this year's Special Olympics USA Games in Orlando.
I'm really driven and focused. I'm like really committed in sporting events.
So committed that she took home 3 medals for track and field events.
I was in tears of happiness because of that.
Well, Hannah, we wonder if we could get a picture with you.
Earlier this week,
I will love one.
officers from the New Hope Police Department paid Hannah a surprise visit to congratulate her on her accomplishments.
We understand that you are an absolute champion.
Well-deserved recognition after months of dedication and hard work.
Well, Special Olympics means everything to me. It's about inclusion for other teams.
It's a message she plans to share every year when she competes in future Special Olympics events.
Flip it over on your hand. There you go. Perfect.
But in the meantime, she has work to do at the bakery.
Flipping the cakes.
I love having her here.
In New Hope, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
The Robbinsdale Historical Society wants you to know that if you're learning about water in Robbinsdale, it's definitely not a dry subject. Actually, it is the subject of an upcoming program.
In a community like Robbinsdale, a lot of people really do care about these lakes.
The city of Robbinsdale is trying to be proactive when it comes to the health of lakes and waterways, and they'll host an upcoming program with the Historical Society to connect with the public. Water Resources Specialist Mike Sorensen says in modern urban areas, it's challenging to keep lakes clean, but the science of how to manage lakes has also evolved.
Removing carp or other invasive species from the lake, using chemicals like alum in the lake to improve water quality, or even building projects in the ground like rain gardens, stormwater ponds, or other things like that.
Residents and visitors can do a lot to keep lakes healthy, such as picking up pet waste, using de-icing salt sparingly during the winter months, and cleaning off storm drains. You can learn more about the waters of Robbinsdale in a free public program at the Robbinsdale Historical Society Museum on Friday, September 30th, starting at 1 p.m. Admission is free and everyone is welcome.